Hey Warriors fans, Scott Warras bringing you another interview with a Conference Athlete of the Week. This week, Women's Track and Field Athlete of the Week in the NACC is senior Rachel Romens. Congratulations, Rachel.
Thank you.
We were talking off the air. You're a senior. You hold several school records. And yet, this is the first time the conference has ever bestowed upon you the weekly award. So we're gonna get our money's worth, okay? Okay. First of all, congratulations. Let's just recap the weekend that was, and we'll let you kind of talk through what went so right down at Aurora, the Aurora Grand Prix. You accounted for 12 of the 15 team points, finished second in the high jump. Now you're tied for first in the NACC, 50th in Division III, fifth in the triple jump, including third in the NACC. Let's just start right there. Did you feel it when you woke up? You guys drive down to Aurora. This is going to be a good day. Going to get a nice couple of marks here early on in the season, or how'd you feel that day?
I mean, when we go like a longer time to a drive, you get to like listen to music a little bit longer, so you like get in the mood a little bit more.
Okay.
I feel like. So I don't know. I was jamming some Katy Perry, just kind of ready.
Very good. Take me through the high jump. As I said, 1.59 meters, second in the event in the high jump. Take us through that event.
So at that meet, I started with triple jump. So I got like kind of warmed up and I was ready. And then I went directly to high jump. And I just kind of like, there were so many competitors that you kind of like, you have to like really focus and like get into it. I don't know. Yeah.
When you mentioned the amount of competitors that there are in an event, are you aware of them? Do you scout them a little bit? I mean, as you see some of these other athletes at other events, I bet, reputation builds and okay, she's here. I know how good she is, that kind of thing?
Well, when you go against people in your conference, you
Yeah.
see the same people all the time. So you have a feel if they're like going to be a natural, like be up there with you. But when you go against like, at this meet, we went against like Elmhurst and a couple other schools I haven't seen. So I kind of looked into them a little bit to see how they've placed or whatever. And then you get, I don't know, you get a little feel of it.
Fifth in the triple jump at 10.79 meters, good for third in the conference. You said the triple jump came first for you.
Yes, I started with triple that day.
Okay, then let's go right to that. Take us through that event. Like similar question, basically.
So I haven't triple jumped since end of last year. So it was trying to get back into it a little bit. So that was a real big trying to get in, but just kind of get into the way of it, feel out it. Going off the board.
How? I mean, a lot of us a lot of us watching have never competed in that event, certainly. Like, what's the key to the triple jump?
It's all just your first phase when you hit if you have a constant knee drive and you go into your second phase.
Right.
It's just kind of like a smooth, so it's just like, imagine as many like 3 bounds into the pit.
Yeah.
So if you just hold your knee drive, the further you'll go.
Does it help, or do you like the fact that, in this case, the high jump came after the triple jump? Does one help the other, or not? That doesn't have anything
Personally,
to do with it.
I would rather do triple jump last.
Why?
Because right now I'm trying to get a better mark in high.
Okay.
But triple jump takes a lot of energy out of you because, like, since I made it to finals or whatever, I had to do 6 full jumps. So it's just a lot of, like, phases and a lot of running before I even got to high jump.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's probably my most tiring event.
You do 3 events, the high, the triple, and the long.
Yes.
What goals have you set? Like, let's take a step back now. What goals have you set? This is your senior year for you personally, as you've kind of mapped out just your own benchmarks that you want to reach. What are the things you want to accomplish that you've put in front of yourself?
So going into college, I couldn't even go off a 32 board for triple. So that was like my huge accomplishment. So now that I've done it, I want to be able to like go further than like 11 something.
Okay.
Is the goal and then for high, since obviously it's my second year doing it, so it's still trying to get used to it, but I would like to be able to clear like 165, 167.
Okay. These events early in the season, here in the indoor season, obviously, are you trying to, and again, this may be a silly question, but I think it's a question that I think people who don't know the sport or the mindset or the philosophies maybe think about. Are you trying every single event record? Or is there some semblance of just build myself up in an early season event to kind of hit my stride down the stretch? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to hit a high triple jump mark first because as the indoor season goes on later, the more like injury and more sore you are. So I want to hit that one earlier on because compared to like high jump, like yeah, it's a lot on your body, but it's not as much as triple. So I want to hit my triple jump mark now.
Okay.
So that my body's not as sore and tired. And when I'm trying to do it before like a last chance meet or something,
Right.
and my body's just kind of tired and dead.
That's a good point. Do you have a favorite event of those three that you've been?
Right now, it's definitely high. If you asked me like last year, I'd probably still tell you it's triple. But triple definitely causes the most pain.
Yeah, yeah. You know, the off-season regimen that you put yourself through to get ready to handle the pain and the conditioning. Can you give us a little glimpse into what all is entailed there?
So I focused my whole summer on just building up weight and trying to lift super heavy. So then the second we get back to school, it's like just pure running. So then I can like push with that strength that I built up and just keep it going. And then once we hit season, you still hit weights, but not as hard or like heavy, and you're working on more like plyos and just trying to build your like twitch.
When did you first take to these events, these jumping, high jump, triple jump, long jump? Like how far back? Are we grade school meets, high school, or give us the evolution of Rachel Romens here?
I started track in 7th grade.
Okay.
7th and 8th grade, I only did running. And then sophomore year, I started long jumping of high school. And then I started dabbling into triple like junior year. But then COVID hit, so I didn't really have a junior year. And then senior year was just like long and triple.
Okay. And we were talking also off the air, the high jump is relatively new to your repertoire,
Very.
which is wild. Tell us about that.
So I didn't start high jumping until like beginning of last year.
Last year!
So it's very new to me. So I'm still trying to learn all the technique and everything.
Which makes the fact that you're the program record holder, both indoor and outdoor, for the high jump and the triple jump is pretty wild stuff.
Yeah.
Do you ever think like, man, I should have picked this thing up earlier?
I did think that last year. I was like, I probably should have started this freshman year.
What advice do you give to young people, middle schoolers, whatever, if you could talk to them, and maybe you do from time to time, and they're interested in jumps? Like, what basic advice would you offer them?
It's all about, especially for like long and triple, it's really just all on your approach and your runway. So like once you hit like high school, if you can get your runway and speed and all that, everything else will like come together. But a lot of people don't realize that. Like a lot of people think it's just about the finish of like how you finish the jump, but it's really not. It's like how you start it.
And how do you start?
For me, I like to do a build-up of bounds into a full-out sprint,
Okay.
but a lot of people like to just start full-on sprinting.
Okay. Did you try that once upon a time and said, this does
Yeah,
not work for me?
I had a little problem of like being
Okay.
on the board
Okay.
and stuff.
Okay. I'm going to ask another advice question because you've been at this a long time and you're a senior already. Like what advice would you give your freshman self as an athlete, if you could, go back into time, or if your freshman self would walk in the room right now and you could talk to her?
I wish freshman year would have put more time into the weight room and not waited until sophomore year, because I started seeing my results after sophomore year of like actually hitting the weight room. And like, it's okay to take a rest day.
How much weight work is there in the sport, and what type of weights are we talking? Is it mostly the lower body so you can explode and things like that, or what?
It's still like upper body
too?
too.
Okay,
It's like
okay.
a combination, but you just want to be able to like have your fast twitch. So you want to do like fast lifts
Okay.
and like, I don't know, like once I like started focusing on like legs and stuff, I could feel a change in like triple, because when you don't have the muscle in triple, it's hard to like recover from your first phase into your second, because your legs just kind of die. But when you build up the muscle, you're able to transition into your third phase.
Yeah. So for all of you youngsters out there, for all of you incoming freshmen out there, don't wait till year 2 to hit the weight room. Get it going early. Criminal justice and biology major. What's your post-graduation plans? I need to ask this every time we talk to a senior.
Yeah, so the plan is to go into crime scene investigating.
Wow.
Hopefully get to work in Milwaukee. Is the
Okay.
goal, is the end goal.
You're from Slinger, so you'd like to stay in the area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not much crime in Slingers, so.
Which is a good thing. Which is
It is a good thing.
That's
It
a
is
very
a
good
good
thing,
thing.
Slinger. That's a good thing, Slinger.
It's a good thing.
What put you on that path? Like, what intrigued you? Were you watching a lot of the CSI shows or something as a little kid? What?
So my favorite show growing up was Dexter. So I really got into like how he does blood splatter analysis. So I really wanted to dig deeper into that, and I thought it was kind of cool.
Wow, that's fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Rachel Romens, the NACC Women's Track and Field Athlete of the Week. We leave you now in the time-honored tradition of these interviews with 5 questions. Don't overthink it. The first answer that comes to mind, okay? Number 1, what is your favorite genre of movie? Favorite movie genre?
Probably thrillers.
Thrillers. Number 2, favorite singer, first row concert. Who's the singer? Or the group, whatever. Who's performing if I'm giving you front row seats for the concert?
Probably Zach Bryan.
Okay. Number 3, waffle bar or omelet bar.
Probably waffles because of the toppings.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, you get the whipped cream and the fruit. Number 4, what was the name of your first pet? The name of your first
It was
pet.
a dog.
Okay.
And
What type of dog?
A Keyshawn.
Okay.
And her name was Liberty.
Liberty. Number 5, would you prefer to live in a high-rise condo downtown with a great view or a sprawling house in the country?
Definitely the country.
Okay. And the bonus question, we leave you on this. What is or who is your most famous celebrity encounter of your life?
Oh, God. No, of course I forget it. Who?
Maybe it was an airport. Maybe it was a restaurant. Maybe it was, I don't know, you're just at the grocery store and somebody has their cap down and you go, oh my gosh, there's Aaron Rodgers. I don't know.
Probably Donald Driver.
Oh, you saw, okay.
I've met him a couple times.
Very nice. Like what, where, how?
He came to Slinger in middle
Okay.
school.
Yeah.
He like did this fundraiser with my mom's work, and like I got to meet him a couple times.
He seems to be the genuine good guy that he comes
Yeah,
across on TV. Like he's really like that.
And he like read his book and everything to our
Nice.
class. Yeah.
All right. Former Packer great Donald Driver is Rachel Romens Celebrity Run-In. Congratulations, Rachel. Keep it going. Senior year, you got to go out with a bang, okay?
Yes.
Thanks for watching, everybody.